If you are having a hard time with letting go of that toxic ex, some toxic habits, letting go of that toxic work environment, whatever it is, whatever you're trying to let go of, I can help you. Check out the ebook, Letting Go When God Says So. The link is in the description. It's a step-by-step guide on how to release with grace. Why? Because there's peace on the other side of release. And then also, we now have the prayer book available, the Hey God prayer book. You know, I read this to my kids every morning before they go to school, and it's amazing. It's like, this is the prayers for the things that we don't know how to say out loud. That's why I created it, because a lot of people don't know what to really say, and that's why I created it. But I'm yapping right now. I just wanted to tell y'all that, and let's get into the message. So I'm here with my boy Mango. Say what's up, Mango. This is my daughter's new bird. He's a green-cheeked Connor. Say what's up, Mango. He wanted to be with me today, so we're gonna rock out with him. Let's get into it. I don't know who needs to hear this, right? I don't know who needs to hear this, but I have a feeling that something very spectacular is about to happen in your life. And before you click off this video, no, I'm not talking about some lottery ticket blessing. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about, waking up tomorrow and suddenly all your problems just go and disappear. I'm not talking about that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the kind of breakthrough that starts small enough for everybody else to miss, but big enough to change your whole direction. Your whole direction. Matter of fact, what I learned is one of the biggest signs that something is shifting is when everything feels like it's keep on going wrong. Everything feels like it's just falling apart. That's one of the biggest signs. And I know that's backwards. I know it sounds backwards. I know that don't make sense, But think about it. Have you ever noticed how when life starts applying pressure from every angle, that's usually right before something breaks open? Right before something breaks open. Not breaks down, breaks open. Some of y'all have been taking hits back to back, and it's exhausting. I know it. It hurts. One problem turns into another problem. I know about that. One bill turns into another bill. I know about that too. Ain't that right, Mango? One disappointment turns into another disappointment. I know about that too. You finally fix one thing and then 3 more things show up. Wow, that's exhausting. It's exhausting. And if you're not careful, you'll start looking at your life like you're cursed, right? You'll start looking at your life like you're cursed when you're really just in a season that is trying to stretch you, right? See, the thing that I notice is everybody wants a testimony, but nobody wants the chapter that creates one. Everybody wants the glow up picture, but, nobody wants the nights when they're sitting in the dark wondering if anything is ever going to change in their life. But I need you to hear me when I say this, right? Listen to me. Do not ignore the small wins. I'll say it again. Do not ignore the small wins. Don't ignore the small wins just because they don't look like the miracle that you ordered. See, that's where a lot of people mess up, right? They're so busy staring at the mountain that they don't realize that God already gave them the foothold, right? They're so focused on the door that hasn't opened that they miss the window that he already cracked. He already cracked it, right? I'm going to tell you something personal. I'm going to tell you something personal that just recently happened to me. Something spectacular happened to me. Spectacular. I'm happy. And this is recently, right? Now, it wasn't like a mansion or anything. It wasn't $1 million or a whole bunch of money. It wasn't some flashy social media moment. You know what happened to me? My credit score went up. My credit score. And to some people, that sounds regular, right? To some people, that sounds very, very boring. But not to me. Oh, no. Not to me. See, because there was a time where my credit score was so low that I didn't want to tell anybody. I didn't want to tell my friends. I didn't want to tell my family. I knew if I said that number out loud, I knew somebody was going to laugh. I knew it. However low you thinking, lower. I didn't even know I can go that low, right? I knew somebody was going to have jokes for me if they knew. Somebody was going to look at me sideways. And now I watch it climb. Ooh. To watch something that used to embarrass me start healing? What? That's spectacular. That's proof that things can actually change in your life. That's proof that a bad chapter ain't the whole book. My bad, Mango, for scaring you. That's proof that God can fix stuff that you thought would always be broken. And that's why I need some of y'all to stop disrespecting your progress. Stop it. Stop disrespecting it. Stop acting like the small wins don't count. Stop that. Stop moving the finish line every time you get close to it. Stop it, right? Some of y'all pray for things that are actually happening right now. They're actually happening right now despite of what you think, right? What you pray for is happening. It may not look the way you want it to look, right? Or you might just be overlooking them, right? You're asking God for a harvest while he's handing you seeds. Right now, he's handing you seeds. You're asking for championship while he's giving you a better practice. See, you got to get that down first. And because it doesn't look dramatic, right? You think that nothing is happening in your life. But here's what I learned. Life changes in inches before it changes in miles, right? That's what I had to learn. Nobody wakes up successful. Nobody. Nobody wakes up healed. Nobody wakes up, transformed. It happens one decision at a time, one victory at a time, one small step at a time. One small step at a time. That's why Ecclesiastes 3 verses 11 says, he has made everything beautiful in its time, right? Not your time. It don't say your time, right? His time. His time. And if we're being honest, that's the part that we just don't like. Because we want it to happen fast, right? We want to know. We want it to happen. We want it to move like DoorDash. We want to place the order. We want to track the progress and know exactly when it's about to arrive. But God doesn't operate on our schedule. He don't. Sometimes the thing that you pray for isn't late. It's not. It's just not first in line. That's what I had to realize, right? It's not on your timing. Sometimes God is fixing something underneath before he builds something on top, right? We know about it. We know the tree. The tree with the roots. Sometimes he's repairing the foundation while you're frustrated that the walls aren't finished yet, right? You frustrated. And if he gave you what you wanted too soon, you'd end up losing it. You know you would. Because the structure underneath couldn't support it. That's why I need you to pay attention to what is getting better. Pay attention to what is getting better in your life. Pay attention to that. Maybe your money ain't where you want it yet, right? I know a lot of people, want their money to be different. But guess what? Your mindset is healthier. Ooh, spectacular. Maybe the relationship didn't come back, but your peace did. It's worth more than anything. Maybe the business hasn't exploded yet, but your discipline is stronger, right? Maybe you're not where you want to be, but thank God that you're not where you used to be. That's what I need you to do. Count that. Celebrate that. That's big. That's huge. That's a win. Respect that. Because every small victory is evidence that your story is still moving, right? Despite of how you feel. And I don't know what's exactly coming for you. I don't know. Nobody does. I don't know what God is working on behind the scenes, right? I don't know. I don't know what door is being built, right? What opportunity is being arranged for you. I don't know. What prayer is making its way through to you. I don't know. But I will say this. I do know this. Do not let temporary frustration make you blind to the permanent progress. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't let one hard season convince you that God forgot your address. Don't do that. He remembers you. Some of the best things that ever happened to me showed up wearing a disguise, right? They didn't look spectacular when they arrived. They looked small, right? They looked ordinary. They looked easy to overlook. You know what I'm saying? But then guess what? Years later, I realized that those little moments were the beginning of everything. This was in those little moments. So if life has been hitting you lately, if things have been just piling up, if you've been carrying more than what you let people know, right? And I know there's a lot of us out there like that. Don't quit 5 minutes before the movie gets good. Don't do that. It's about to get good. Keep your eyes open. Keep your spirit ready. You know what I mean? Keep counting those small wins, even the big ones. Because one day you're going to look back at this season and realize that the thing that was falling apart was actually making room. Right? What looked like a setback was really God clearing the lane for you. And then, when that spectacular thing arrives, don't forget to thank him. That's the main thing. Do not forget to thank him. Thank him for those little victories, right? Thank him for those little victories that taught you how to recognize it when it came. You got this, my friend. We got a new friend, y'all. Mango. Amazing. He's always with me now when I'm in the house. He don't really like going to the kids. They bug him too much, you know what I'm saying? But with me, he'll always chill. If I go out the room, he hollering for me. You know what I'm saying? I must admit, it feels good to be loved. You love me, right, Mango? Mango, you love me? Yeah, you just like eating my skin. Well, Mango, tell him. Until next time, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.